Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 14 of Age of Wonders 4. And we're going to continue trying to, well, get the quests done that we've got to do. We do have to do this thing down here, which I think is going to be very difficult for anyone other than our main army. And I'm not sure our main army is even strong enough to deal with that just yet. What I do want to try and do is see if there's somewhere we can go and dump a fourth city. So I am going to grab my main army. I'm going to move my main army in this direction. I'm going to come over here and clear this out and have a little bit of a look around here. So this, I'm not going to settle on this island because this is right next to Flotsam and the end of the island's here. But I'm going to clear that anyway and then carry on moving over here. This army is a new one that we're putting together, which I could do some scouting with, but I don't think I will. There's also something out there we could go and have a look at. So while we are busy waiting for new units to coalesce, let's go ahead and start getting these guys together. I can't build roads yet. I mean, we do have some roads. We've got a new unit over here. I mean, we can just go and put you together straight away. So what have you got now? You have... We do have that Arcane Guard, which I might get rid of. You don't have a Soother. You're working on another Arcanist. What are you working on? You're working on a Soother. So we'll have a full stack there. This is the 5 stack that we were using to go around and just bump all of these units off for freebies. Oh, a Wand of Healing. I wonder who that would be useful for. Do we have any heroes that don't have any healing? You don't have any healing. And you don't. You do have a wand equipped. You have the Wand of Provocation. You are a mage, though. So you having a healing ability probably isn't a bad thing. I'm guessing you can only have one wand. I don't really need the Wand of Provocation on a mage, because I don't want him tanking, so... let's continue to go down here, see what we can find. Yeah, we can grab that. And the scouts over here. Obviously the scout doesn't want to be fighting anything. I've got to be careful here because we don't want to get too close to the enemy's territory. Disloyal subject, you enter the drowned domain of Nimue. You hear her scream. You dare encroach on my domain. This is unacceptable. How dare you oppose me? She calls upon Decimus, one of her former creations. Decimus, my loyal subject, your siren goddess is in danger. Prove your worth to me and destroy this cretin. King Decimus, the unwavering, jumps to attention, but he wavers. He then shakes his head. No, Nimue, I cannot do that. Nimue screams with rage as her once loyal subjects defies her demands. Decimus himself turns to you. I will not fight you. Astral Serpent, Aralislea the Vainglorious. I know I butchered that. Not for her. So he is now at war with Nimue. But I'm hoping he can stand up for himself. I will get an army over here to help out. But it's now worth bearing in mind that she can and probably will move into his domain. She does have a 6 stack there. She has a 1 stack there. That's a tier 3, probably water only unit. This 6 stack here. And that's not her main stack because she's not in it. It's mostly a couple of scouts, a caster, a spearman, a shield, and a soother. But still, I don't want to be fighting it if I can avoid fighting it. So let's hope that he can put up some resistance. I am going to go around with this. This needs another unit, and it's currently what it has is a bit crappy. I need to get it back up to the top of the map really and reinforce it. I mean, I could get something. I mean, most of these are terrible. I mean, I could get a tier 2 just to do it. I can go ahead and cast this on this turn. We're already at war with her. If I go and put it on this army, it might make it a little more reluctant to come out and attack. So let's do that. So what have we produced here? What we knew actually, it was just a unit. Someone can annex a province. You can annex a province. You are hella instability at the moment. We are working on a tavern. The tavern is not boosted. See, we could get more farms, but I really don't want to spend... I don't want it to grow too much, because that'll just cause us problems. Gold is always useful, so I'm actually just going to grab the other mine. There's not too much I can do here, so let's end the turn. We definitely need to sort these armies out. A new rally has started. Well, they're all a bit terrible, aren't they? Go for Arcanists. And we'll reinforce the vassal, I think. Yeah, reinforce Flotsam. Magic Shield has now been researched. So Tower of True Sight is what it's recommending. Or we could get the White Witch, which is a tier 2 battle mage. So let's go for that. Because aren't the normal ones tier 1? Yeah. So it will be slightly better. So now you've got a Soother. Let's get you over here. We are going to go and grab another... I think we're going to grab another spell shield here, actually. Because I do want to increase my other army. Well, many of my other armies. Because you're down here. This is the bottom of the map, by the way. We cannot go any further south. So we're going to cut across here. And see what there is to see. So you're going to go and grab that food stash. We don't actually need it. But then we're going to go and deal with these. We should be able to deal with those. That should be doable. Because we don't want Flotsam being bothered by them. We want Flotsam to actually be useful for us. So she didn't attack my scout. That's fine. And it also, whatever that... Well, actually, I think that thing might have just moved. So we're going to cut through here. Ah, now, what do we have here? We're at war with this. So this is a... Oh, is this you guys? Otto the Discarded. Who are you being attacked by? You are under siege, but I cannot see what by at the moment. That's unfortunate for them. Let's end the turn, because there isn't much more I can do. I assume that's Nimue main army up there. Ah, we have a... Oh, you've actually decided to attack me. I'm just going to auto-combat that, because that should be an easy victory. Because these things are aggressive, they will attack. Now, I can move in. He can attack me, but I think we can deal with that fight, if that happens. They do have an outpost over here, so they haven't been completely wiped out yet. Received a trade proposal. Share vision. Yes, I'm happy for that. Didn't really reveal much that we couldn't already see. You're going to go over here and pick up this other battle mage. At least this is now a full stack. I'd still prefer it to have a spell shield in there. But let's go and see if there's anything there worth grabbing. So let's get you over here and back in the water. And we're just going to pop all these units off. Because, you know, any free unit's a free unit. I'm not too sure what's going on with this. Wow, that is a... Who do you belong to? Well, that is a free city. Free city belongs to him. I was going to say, it looked like it was being sieged, because that's quite the army. Like all 3-tier units. Hopefully they'll help protect him. He's actually going for it. Look at that. He's going in. He's not messing about. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm just going to pop these up for freebies. Orders required. So yeah, we're gonna pop in and see what we can see. And yeah, there's her. There she is. There. There's Nimue, and she's got a secondary army there with a level 7, 2 level 7 leaders, 2 level 7 heroes in a single army. I'm gonna call BS on that one. There's also something interesting over here. Look at that. Is that gonna be another Is that going to be another prison like this one? Where is it? This one. Because it looks like the same model. Is it going to be another thing? I do not know. What have we got left? I'm going to just back you up a little bit because I don't want you getting killed if we can avoid it. Now, your stability is fine. So we can definitely do something with you. This is our capital. So let's go ahead and grab one for production. So we'll get a quarry. You've produced the library. You still have good stability. So we don't have to worry too much about that. Are we likely to get attacked? I mean, there's always the possibility. But let's get the market and then we'll queue up the palisade walls. And we're going to get another spell shield here. You're not currently producing anything. You're also good on stability. Mana is fine. Do we want to start working on any of the... They've got a lot of heroes. Now might be worth having the prison cells in case we manage to kill any of their heroes or capture any of their heroes. We can get the crypts as well in case we kill any. Okay, so apparently these guys are ready to be integrated. I don't really want them to be integrated. I think they're fine as they are, maybe. They're probably more useful to me not integrated. Although, again, do you know what, actually? It is worth integrating them. Now I'm thinking about it, because if this becomes a city, it puts me right a lot close to the front lines, which will make it a lot easier for me to be able to reinforce my armies. And I don't think there's going to be a spot over here for another city. And if I do want another city, I can increase my cap limit. So I am going to integrate them. So they join the Empire. So open the city view. It will produce resources and expand on its own, focusing on balanced growth. No, I'll do it myself. So stability here is a little in the negative. Now, as we are on the front line, we probably want anything that's going to give us extra draft, which we're not going to get from quarries. We'll definitely want to... I've already grabbed that one. Let's grab this one, because we are going to have to build it up. So now we've got a new city right on the front. Which also gives us a new leader, but I think we've got one, because we've got the Flotsam leader here. So we are now in negative stability. So let's get that town hall so we can build useful buildings. And of course we get different unit options here. So let's get a white witch. We'll start building that up. So yeah, we have integrated the city. We've obviously gained some resources from that extra land. We can now get forced march, except we've just spent all our Imperium, so we can't actually do that right now. We've got spells ready to cast, but we don't really have any need for it. So you have completed the Wizard Tower. We're burning through gold here. Let's get the Merchants Guild, and yes, that did burn through my gold. You have produced the Tavern, which has only just sorted the stability out. We're going to get a vendor, and I know that has pretty much spent all my gold, but again, we need to get the gold in. You are happy bunnies. So everything here is literally food, 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 and food, apart from this province here. And I don't think, as much as I want the gold, actually, if I grab that one, it'll still give me the research anyway, because of the Tranquil Pool. So let's build the mine. You were going to go out here and get rid of that unit. Yeah, we know about that one. You can also annex a province. Again, these are mostly going to be food provinces. Could get a quarry here, but let's save that one for Atlantis, not Atlantis. So yeah, let's go this way a little bit and grab the farm, because then we can just build out in this direction. So we've got the... oh, we completed the white witch. So now we can get another tome. We can go for a tier 2 on the Astral Affinity if we want to, and get Chain Lightning. Amplified arrows is still pretty useful to us. Frenzy and focus can be useful. Increased damage dealt when they attack on battle mages and support units. So I think, yeah, that's actually a good one to get. So let's pick that up.
One of the more
I'm just going to exit out of that so she shuts up. So, Astral Blood is a minor race transformation. Increases critical hit chance when spells are cast. Chain Lightning. Let's get the Chain Lightning. We might come back for the enhancement. Okay, so we've got this army down here. We're going to go down and just pop these off for the freebies. We'll have to come back up with this army, but we can start doing our upgrades now at Flotsam because we've got a closer front. So let's go and clear this unit. It does say it's a safe battle. I am going to auto combat it, and it did work out for me, so that's fine. So we've got a Dire Penguin and a Ring of Vampirism. Grants lifesteal. That's nice. Now that might be more useful on... not you. That might be more useful on you, because you are melee. So let's give you the Ring of Vampirism. And now we've got this Dire Penguin that's a little bit useless, but we'll take it sort of back home. So this is an outpost that belongs to the... Now, what is my diplomatic relation with these guys? Because they are technically still going, but it's very limited what I can actually do with these guys. I don't seem to be able to make any pacts with them or negotiate with them or anything like that, which is a little bit weird. So you do still have some movement left. I mean, I might as well get rid of these things. There's every possibility... we can't reach it on this turn anyway. There's every possibility we're going to lose a unit if we just run in there. So let's not. Yeah, they're still one of her armies. It's a shame that this place has been breached. I'm not sure what she's done with it. Does she still have units occupying? Yes, she does. I mean, that to be fair, the strength of that is only 570. If I can actually get in there with my main army and not mess around fighting all this stuff. Let's move this way. It's only one tile closer. But if I can get in over there and pick her off when she's on her own, I doubt I'm going to be able to get there in time. But that'd be great if I could. So become the keeper of the race of occult minions. That is fine. Let's go and end the turn. Yeah, see, she is now moving armies in to attack his. Which is a little bit of a shame. I do need to keep my eye on what's going on. New Empire development skills are available. So what have we picked up now? Gain knowledge whenever a unit gains rank. And immediately summon an army of magic origin units with low maintenance at your throne city. Well, we'll save that until we need them. In a bit of an emergency. So yeah, that happened. Right, you go up there and just deal with this. We'll let them go. And that gives us a Frost Great Axe, actually. Is that any better? Why does the hero screen always, by default, take me to my main hero, not the one who just won the fight? So, this is 23 damage. This is 12 damage and 12 frost damage, so it's slightly more. But it doesn't have that whirlwind strike, so I think we just stick with the one we've already got, so slightly better. And then, yeah, you can go across here and take that army out as well. That's another easy one. So I will do a little bit of scouting up here. Orders required. I'm going to put the penguin over here with the hero. Now, are you turning that into a city? I assume you're turning that into a city. And I assume if I go in here, I'm trespassing, am I? No, they don't seem too bothered. We do need to try and get over there. Now, I do have other units around. Yeah, you're not going to do anything just now. So we don't have a lot of money right now. Don't have a lot of gold. Before you can approach an army from the Heartfield that occupies a fish, its Duke, Gull Oatheart, contacts you. What do you want with my wyvern fledglings? Gull warily sizes up your army to assess situation. They guard this fish per my orders. The troops of the Duke nervously observe your exchange and appear ready to attack if necessary. State your reason for coming to my fish. My Supreme Empire claims the fish. We can't do it because I don't have the Imperium. Attack them or leave. We'll just leave. Oh, that's because they're grey. They belong to him. Silly me. Yeah, we'll auto-combat you. It's really difficult to tell. The colours are so close to one another. And then we can bop this one off as well. Now, we might lose a unit here. We'll auto-combat it. We didn't lose the unit. If we had have lost the unit, I would have done it manually. So we're just having a little bit of a scout round with you. I'm just going to keep using this unit just to pop my head out and see where they are. So they're still there. They're still occupying. There really isn't any... So you could go in and attack if you wanted to. I can't get there quick enough. So we've got another spell shield over here. I'm going to start sending these spell shields south and build to Flotsam so we can build up that other army. And we'll end the turn. Plenty of mana. I wish I could convert that into gold. So you've now produced a spell shield. So we are definitely getting some army units together. Let's move them down. You've now produced the vendor. We probably need to get the bathhouse at this point. Do we need to produce any more units right now? Probably not, but let's get another White Witch. We are at war and our armies aren't the strongest. There's Chain Lightning done. I'm going to... Do we want the Tower of True Sight? Does she have any invisible enemies? We'll pick it up anyway. I mean, it's the one that the game's suggesting, so I'm happy to go for that. So we're going to pick that up because we can. We're going to move this way. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck here. I can't get anywhere very quickly. You're going to stay there. You're going to continue to scout around and see what we can find. Because whatever that is, that looks worth grabbing. I know I'm just doing a lot of auto-combat here, but it really isn't worth loading in and doing all the setup just to kill off 2 really easy tier 1 units. As much as I'd always like there to be a battle in a video just to make it more interesting, some of them just aren't worth the time it takes to fight them. So we'll continue having a look around with you. Now, obviously, I am very close to her territory here, so I don't necessarily want to just go wading on in. So yeah, you had an outpost down here. That is now getting wrecked. But if she's attacking, she's splitting her armies up. I mean, there's her... we could go and take the city right now. If this army was like full health and had 1 more unit. But she would quickly get down here and reinforce it. So it's probably not worthwhile doing that. And yeah, we've got another spell shield over here. So we're just going to try and get all of these people into the water. Build up our armies as much as possible. Yeah, I want you in the water, but you can't reach it on this turn. So let's hit end turn here. I very much doubt that much is going to happen over the end turn. So that is where I'm going to leave it. A lot of mana in the bank. I think our research is good. We can definitely get a 4th army now because we do have 4 heroes because we've got the one that we got from Flotsam. So I want to build up 4 armies. We might just have to face facts that this guy is going to lose some of his territory. I think the stuff he's got over here in his throne city are safe. And he's also hiding behind his vassal. And I think this city, Rivergate, is probably safe as well. It's a shame that this one has now been lost. This is flipped over, but she might now leave it free, in which case we can go in and probably liberate it. And this outpost's dropping, but I mean, it's just an outpost, so I'm not overly concerned by that. So we might try some sort of pincer movement where we move in with our main army from the west, and then we come down with this new army from the north and do a little bit of scouting on the way. That's probably the way that that's going to work out. But I'm happy with the progress. I'm happy with the way it's going. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you're also still enjoying the series. If you have, please do consider leaving a like, leaving a comment, because I do read through them all. And if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing, because it really does help the channel to grow. I will see you on the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.